So today I have completed the Red Zone Golden Frieza from the movie bosses to Red Zone with a free-to-play team. I'm not going to go into too much details of the team because I have already done a video on this, so I'll leave it down in the description. It's about my heartbreaking loss on this event, and now I've got redemption by completing this. So we're starting off the recording versus Golden Frieza here, the toughest of the event. And I have gotten to this situation where we are starting the phase off with the Bulma, Broly and Trunks, and Tien and Chaozu. I believe I have just used a Whis here. So we just need to make sure that Tien and Chaozu don't take a super attack. They will die from, I think it's like 1.8 million super damage from Golden Frieza. But I believe Golden Frieza did already super attack. They did do a double super attack with a Whis stacked up. Is going to take double digits damage, which is good. We are running LR Vegito Blue as the leader, so some of the units in here are only under 150% leader, but that is completely fine. And by turn 12, we are going to be transforming into Vegito Blue. This is where we have to start cooking. We double item here to make sure that Vegito, the STR Vegito Blue, is going to be tanking at least these normal attacks. Actually, can take a super attack at this point because we've built up quite enough. And we are super attacking with AGL Vegito Blue first. Even though he's better in the second slot for that extra super attack chance, we do have the Dokkan mode, which is way more important here. So in this rotation, we are getting a 24 key, 10 million attacks, that Dokkan mode. And we've already done a bar and a half of Golden Frieza. And so let's do this Dokkan mode and see how much damage we do. While this is going, don't forget to leave a like on today's video. Subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on. We've got more challenge runs to do on this channel. There's a lot for the 9th anniversary. So, yeah. This is very interesting, though. Like, I kind of like how we solved this, like, event, I guess. I look at these challenge events as puzzles in a way. And it's just quite interesting how we solved this one. How we're not using technically an Earthbred Fighters team, even though literally like 80% of the team is Earthbred Fighters or whatever. And we're using a completely different leader skill that I would usually do. And that's because the final phase being STR, you know, we need to do a lot of damage because that Golden Frieza, he does a countdown super. He's like Omega, but without the attacks. So he countdowns 3, 2 in the first phase, or the first turn. And then the next turn goes 1 and then super attack. So you only get 2 turns with the STR phase, unless you have like an item with a damage reduction unit or a Ghost Usher or whatnot to delay the whole super attack. So that's what we have Goku and Chi-Chi for, as like a Ghost Usher. And then we are using the active skill with the Broly and Trunks. The attack pattern was not the best. I would have liked to float out Goku and Chi-Chi over Broly and Trunks, but as you can see from the attack pattern from Golden Frieza, is just too many attacks at the end with only one set of Whis activated, because we had a double on the last turn. Now the last one we used on that turn carries on to this turn. Yeah, luckily though, Bulma used her damage reduction, so we took that super attack no problem, and it means that Goku and Chi-Chi are guaranteed to tank this one normal attack. It's kind of good though, having these two Dragon Ball Saga units linked up. They have the Dragon Ball Saga links, so that's extra a little bit of damage, although not as important as keeping, I guess, Broly and Trunks on the main slots. Because with Goku and Chi-Chi's little Ghost Usher effect, I guess we can say, active skill, you actually get 3 turns on the Frieza. So, yeah. We do take a decent amount of damage, but that is fine. 7.1 million on the 18 key of Broly and Trunks. We need them to go ham, especially this phase right here. They have a high chance to critical. They do one 12 key additional. And pretty much with the Whis stacked up, they can tank a super attack with at least 2 supers activated. 3 is I feel like double-digit damage on the super, but of course we've already seen the super, so yeah, we don't have to worry about it. Luckily, this Frieza doesn't like raise attack or anything on his super. And we did do 3 supers in total, which one of them, the last one was a crit, which was really nice. So it's 2.5 bars remaining. And these normals are double digits. Then we get into this phase right here. Now, I had an option to not use the active skill or to use the active skill. And here I decided to risk it all for it, because with what I found out, especially from my loss that I posted not too long ago, is that you need Vegito to have 2 turns at least on the final phase. But with how this is going, we are only going to have 1 turn with him, because we're going to probably kill here, especially if we active skilled. And then we'll start the STR phase on that Dragon Ball Saga rotation. And then they will have 2 turns, while the Vegito Blue will only have the 1 turn. So we have to save the active skill to act as another turn. And we did luckily dodge that super attack. I really don't know if we could tank that. I'm not too sure with the damage reduction that Vegito has. And the defense stat, I'm not too sure. Probably not, truth be told, with 438,000 HP. But as long as you survive, it doesn't matter about your health later on. Actually, it kind of does in this situation, because another factor that we need to take into consideration, which I completely forgot, which during these essays I was like, maybe I should have used the active, but it worked out at the end of the day, is that in order to use Vegito's active skill, our HP has to be under 50% HP, or the enemy's HP is going to be 50% HP. And with how the timing is right now, we're full health, and that's not going to happen when you can't do half the bar of STR Golden Frieza. There's no way. He has like 60 million HP or something like that. Vegito gets a double super, and he's able to tank 1 attack with no items for 348,000. Thankfully, I don't know if that 12 key was like that important, but that 18 key for sure was needed. And then Tien and Chaozu get their crit and kill. So we're into the final phase, turn 15. And we use the active skill because this is the last time we're going to see this or Goku and Chi-Chi, I guess, if we don't active skill. And we keep the Dragon Ball Saga units together, and we'll keep the Goku on rotation. He has a high chance or great chance to critical versus the extreme units. So even though he's type disadvantage, you might as well take the critical chance. And Bulma isn't really needed here. She's very weak. And that will give me Goku family links, which Goku and Chi-Chi will do some actual decent damage, like 3.2 on this rotation. It's not too bad. It will all add up at the end of the day. So they do 2 supers, which is fine. We almost did a whole bar just from that turn alone, which is pretty good. So we are at 50% HP, which is the most important thing. We active skill for 15 million. I decided to go for it because the fact that our friend has only 6 critical, and I just didn't think resetting would be really needed. I do put the Rolling Trunks first, just because they can get a lot of rainbow orbs, and guaranteed. And then I can get all the blues at the end. And sharing the Shattering the Limit link with the 2 free-to-play units is going to help out in the damage. And this will be the last time we see this rotation anyway, so we can float out Vegito Blue. We do put him in the 2nd, 3rd slot so that he can get the most amount of supers. Fingers crossed he hits them all. Vegito, luckily, is disabling the guard. Well, I mean, he doesn't have any... I mean, that was useful on the AGL phase, but yeah. And then we do get 10 million attack supers. And all we need to do is hope that we can get some crits. And also additional supers. So we get the first one, which is 6.9. The additionals are 7.2. We can do 5 supers in total or something like that. I don't know, it's a ridiculous amount. 2, 3 supers, which is good. As long as we can get, I think, like 1 bar remaining with good RNG, we can take out 1 whole bar of Golden Frieza with the other rotation, as we saw from the last turn. It's what, 4 supers now? Do we get the 5th? We do. So that's an 8.5 million 12T. That's type advantage, of course. I really needed to find Vegetos with crits, but nobody really builds him with crits. And all we had to do was kill here with a super attack. So what I did here to guarantee that, because I know Frieza's going to do his super attack at the end, is put the strongest unit in here, which is Tien and Chaozu in the last slot. It doesn't really matter. I think if any order here would have been just fine. We had so little health to deal with. It's just to make sure there was no shenanigans that I was missing out. Like, Frieza will guarantee tank 1 super or something until he hits like 1 health or something like that. So just to make sure, we just put Tien and Chaozu like in the last slot. And there you have it. We have got the W. So that is the run. I hope you guys did enjoy. We still have one more red zone to do, which is a Beerus. That one is, I think, a actual tougher event than Golden Frieza, just because of the fact there's no way to cheese. Like in this battle here, you could cheese the Ints Frieza by stunning him and delaying the turns and build up Vegito. That was like our cheese for the free-to-play team. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want early access to these YouTube videos as soon as I drop them and not having to wait, you can click the first link in my description to become a member or click on the join button. You can get videos as soon as I upload them, as well as getting some other cool perks on this YouTube channel. But with that said, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Until the next one, peace.